Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing a sort of a hangar tour. And let me know if you guys actually prefer these type of videos so I can do more. But I am working on more videos and I promise I'll get them out to you soon. So we start down here. This is the outdoors. And we go up the stairs here. And once we make it upstairs, we enter the actual hangar. Please excuse the mess. It is a little bit of cleaning in the process, but yeah, we'll start over here. So we got the EC 1500. Fair warning, if you're going to get this plane, definitely fly in a good area, a big area, because it's not very big itself. It requires a lot of room, and it's very, very fast. And then we'll move over here. We got the twin timber here. This one's actually probably one of my favorites. It is 3D capable. You can move, the ailerons and flaps such like that to get full, moving ailerons and stuff like that. Or you can move them, all the way down to get full flaps just like that. But yeah, it's definitely a good airplane. The only problem with it right now is I think we have a broken rudder, I think. I don't know, something with it's broken. It's still flyable, but yeah, just something needs to be fixed on it. And if we look right behind it, we have, this is an older one. Well, if I don't break it trying to, okay, well, all right, let's see if I can try this again without knocking it over. No! Okay, we're just gonna set it down gently right about there. Okay. So this monstrosity, it's an older one. I think it's an E-Flight or Hobby Zone Cub. It was a beginner plane. I want to say probably 2012-ish, maybe. I don't know. But it has an upgraded motor in it, not done by me. But it's got no ailerons, just a rudder and elevator here. It's an upgraded motor, and it's, back in the day when the early airplanes and beginner stuff, they weren't really that powerful. So now we made this just as powerful as any of the new ones that come out. And it uses the rubber band style to attach to the wings. But yeah, we haven't flown it in a while, just because I think I fried the ESC on it. But yeah, maybe I'll get it out and fly it again. Just gonna shove this right back here for now. And then we'll move over here up. So up here we got the Micro Scrappy. This one has seen better days. We did break the wing on it, but it's all right. It's a decently flying, good-looking airplane. It's just it flies heavy and it stalls weird. But I mean, yeah, there's not really much to say about this one. Good-looking airplane. We have it mounted up on the wall right here for the wheels. Ugh, something like that. Maybe not. All right, there we go. And then moving over, we got the Carbon Cub S2. This is the first one by Hobby Zone. This one has seen much better days. This was actually my very, very first airplane. I found it underneath this building because underneath is a barn. I found it outside. It's been sitting in a barn, unheated, for probably a few years. And I brought it back to life. And yeah. And now being a new pilot, I was not good at all with flying without a gyro. I just could not do it. And so I ended up breaking the nose pretty bad. I split it completely over. So basically what happened, I didn't get it on film. I was flying it. It was going along and then something happened or disconnected. It was probably my fault. And it went nose first into the pavement at about 75% throttle. But the only problem with it right now is that the rudder hinges are broke off. But other than that, it flies fine. And then moving on over here, we have the Turbo Timber Evolution. This one's Dad's. He's got it all stickered out. It's got some dings and dents. It was stuck in a tree for overnight because it was 80 feet high and we couldn't get to it. But it's got some dings and dents. It's got missing light covers, some cracks and stuff like that. Some dents here. But everything else is in pretty much good condition. Yeah, some more dings here. Chunk missing there, but it's all right. But yeah, good flying airplane, and it's also hung on the mounts over there. Also, guys, this is what I mean by like good management. You can hang transmitters and stuff by printing out a transmitter wall mount. And it just hangs on that back handle right there. This is our old transmitter, but it just hasn't really been taken down. Bring it up here. It hangs on there just like that. All right, and after all these, we'll move over here. So over here we got the FMS 64mm f16. This one has taken a beating. If you guys have seen my shorts, you'll see that I have wrecked this one. Not pretty bad, but bad enough to, you know, get some dings. Like on the wingtip here, I had to replace the nose gear because it was bent. Stuff up here, stuff on the nose cone. I did get a new nose cone. I lost the stickers for it, so it's got no decals or anything like that on it. I do have the ordnance. The ordnance is glued back together because it was in about 40 different parts. But yeah, other than that, once it warms up here again, I will definitely get out and fly it. And then moving along over here, we'll move on top of here. Behind this sign, we don't actually fly this one, it's kind of a display. It's a .62 glow helicopter. It hasn't been run in probably 15 years. We've got the cover for it, everything's pretty much still there. It was just not in our interest to get it out and fly it again. Well, I've never flown it, but. And then moving along over here, there's the cover for the helicopter. Whoops, we got these over here. We got a little Blade 120. I'm not sure if that one flies or not, also kind of display. And then we got just one of those cheap Amazon Spitfire planes. I actually really like this one. It's definitely not like a high quality plane, but it's definitely one of those ones that you can take it out and fly it and not having to worry about breaking, because I mean, look at this thing. The wings are thick, the tail is thick. Everything, it's pretty high quality. I know I just said it wasn't. It is, but it isn't. Decent plane, pretty quick, maneuvers pretty good. So yeah. And then moving over here, we have the ultra slow stick, or slow ultra stick, whatever they call it. I really like this airplane. This one's not mine. Again, this one's Dad's. But this one hasn't had any crashes, I don't think. I mean, it's got some small dings. Missing part right there in the elevator. Pretty much the same thing on the other side. But yeah, I mean, it might be. I think the only problem with the stick is that the actual like main fuselage gets a little bent, but it's easy to bend right back, and yeah, it flies pretty decent. I actually do some maneuvers pretty good. You can stick jam and hammerhead and stuff like that. And then moving on over here, got some 3D printed planes that I've been messing around with. Got a 747, 737, got an F-16 here that could use some work. I've got a battery hatch for a timber. We got the SR-71 here, probably one of my favorites. Looks cool, maybe I should paint them up. Got some models over there, got a CRJ, a B2, and then we got a FMS Ranger. For some reason, I don't know what happened with this one. I would fly it a lot this last summer, but all of a sudden my rudder servo, decided it was gonna lock up. I may fix it. Get it out here. I may fix it, but I don't really know what happened to it. Just my rudder servo locked up. I'll probably just end up ripping that servo out and then replacing it. But everything's there for it. It's got a drop servo on there, and we drop 3D printed bombs. Rubber band just hooks over it, and we drop it. I've got it hooked up to a gear switch in my transmitter. And drop some whistling bombs. But it's basically FMS version of a Cessna 150. But this one's just kind of sitting here, waiting to be revived. And I'll probably get to it one of these days. Probably not. Got the wings for it here. It's actually a decently big wing set. Yeah, one-piece ailerons or one-piece wing set. Oh yeah, the wing strut is missing for it, or broke off. I got this one on a swap meet for like $100. So for what it is, I'm not complaining. And then moving further along over here, we got a gas-powered Cub. We also got this one on it was used. We haven't flown it yet just because we don't have gas for it. It is pretty tall though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it is. Oh, I can stand it up here. I mean, I'm 5'8", and this thing is pretty tall just standing at its nose. It's not even standing all the way up. And then behind it is the wings for it. It's all fabric and wood and stuff like that. So yeah. And then behind that, we got the wings for Draco over here. I'm not sure why it's not over there with it. I think we got anything else over in this corner, so we'll go ahead and move on. So over here, I actually got this from a partnership with FMS. This is the Ranger 1200 millimeter, I think. I never actually flown it. I did post a few videos about it on a TikTok page. It's just a small beginner RC plane. I've never flown it. Some people say that there's nothing really good about it. And I haven't made any money off of it, so I can say whatever I want about it. I want to say I tried to fly it, and it didn't even connect, because apparently it's got GPS or something in it, and it could never connect, and I was actually sitting outside for 10 minutes waiting for it to connect. I could not figure it out. And then moving along over here again, we got another Scrappy. This one, I don't know if it was this one. One of them came first. There's one here and there's one up there. I don't know which one came first, but one of them we crashed. And then we wanted another one, and then we ended up fixing both of them. So they both fly, they both do fine. So now we just got two of them. And then moving further along, got the E-flite P51. I'm pretty sure this is a 1.3 meter, 1.2. Nothing wrong with this one. It's a beautiful airplane. It's got retracts in it. Flaps, you know, all your channels, rudder, aileron, elevator, reverse thrust, I think. The battery hatch is right here. This thing is very wobbly because I've got this thing on thumbtacks and rubber bands. It's got an AR631 receiver in it. Can take a 4S or 3S battery. But yeah. We haven't flown this one since summer just because our flying field that we actually have here, it's not really made for something like this. It's all grass. So we'll have to wait until it warms up or go to the airport for it. And then if we move further along, we have an older Radian. That one's probably 10, 15 years old also. I don't know. That one has some dings and dents, stuff like that. You know, the elevator has come undone, but it's okay. But yeah, it still flies good. You can tell it's been sitting here for a while because it's pretty dusty. And sitting in front of it, we have a carbon Z Cub. This is that's the carbon Cub. I actually got this one for free as a Christmas gift. It was very fun trying to ship this and another airplane I'm going to show you from Florida to where I am in Michigan. It was a nightmare. But basically, I ended up using this plane for parts for that plane, which I'll get to. So this one is just kind of a parts plane. You actually probably recognize this plane from my intro. That was before I took it all apart. Probably a day or two before I took it apart. But yeah, there's no servos or anything in it. Everything's just loose and free. But yeah, I mean, I might salvage the tires off of it because it's got nice air-filled tires. But yeah. And then we'll move over here. This is the wing set for this airplane. This airplane originally was a 0.61 nitro engine. This is it right here. Well, we are converting it to electric from that plane. So the motor from that plane, ESC, stuff like that, is going into that. And it's actually a good equivalent. So this is the motor that came out of it. The BL50, yeah, BL50 motor. It's actually a perfect equivalent for that engine. And it weighs just about the same. So it'll hang out here just like that. Got the ESC for it. So yeah, that's in the current project. It won't take that much labor to get it going. Yeah, we're almost close to getting that one done to flying. Wings for it there. Yeah. And then moving over here, we got the original Turbo Timber. This was my first actual real airplane. I still love it to this day just because I'm completely comfortable with it. I know how it handles every time. I know how it's gonna fly. The only thing I really have complaints about is that the battery hatch is underneath it. I don't because if you look at a Turbo Timber Evolution, this is one of the complaints I had. The battery hatch is up here now. So you just lift up here. I don't want to lift it up because it's on the mounts. The battery hatch is right here. On the original one, it's down here. So I have to flip it over every time I want to put a battery in it, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, as you can see, I've been through mud and stuff with it. I do need to clean it. It's got some dings and dents. It's got a crack here. I've glued that back together. It's got some ding here, but it's got no major cracks or anything like that. Really great, really durable airplane. I love flying it in the wind. Yeah. And I almost forgot to mention, we got a little champ up here. This one, I don't think it might have been my dad's first beginner airplane. This was an original one. Like not the 10-year anniversary one or the 15, whatever it was. This is actually an original champ from when they first came out. Still flies perfectly fine. Hooks up perfectly fine. The cute little airplane would just keep up here. Haven't flown it since the summer. It's just been too windy and there's a lot of snow, too much snow to do anything with, honestly, any of these airplanes. Maybe the Timber, maybe the Twin, stuff like that. Now we can move on over here. This box, it's got a lot of kit build stuff. I've got a heat gun, I've got an iron, a bunch of wraps, screwdrivers, glue, stuff like that. It's because I'm working on this. This is just it's a Cub kit build. I'm currently in the process of wrapping it. My wrap job is not very good. It's my first time ever wrapping. It's got the motor and stuff on it. Just needs to be wrapped and electronics put in it. And the landing gear done. And then I can fly it. I think I may have messed it up a little bit though. Because if you look down the center of it, you can tell that my rudder isn't exactly straight. But it's honestly not that bad for doing it for the first time. If it doesn't fly well, if I actually get it home in one piece, it may just be a ornament. But yeah. Got the wings for it here. I may end up redoing this because I've got a split in there. Servos in there. Still need to wrap that wing. So this box has got all the stuff I've been doing it with, the instructions, wraps, heat gun, stuff like that. Got the motor for this. This motor still runs. I may end up selling it. I'll put a clip in here of it running. This is the first time it actually ran since we got it. So yeah. Then we've got nitro fuel for that engine. I've got another bottle of it in the house. I've only used about half a thing of this. There might be another bottle out here actually, but I've only used about half the jug just because it went, into the tank and then went back out. We ran probably a quarter of a tank or a quarter of this bottle in it, but I don't know where the rest of it went actually. I don't know where it went. Whatever, I'm not gonna use it anyway. And we got some parts. That plane is a decathlon, so it's got some wheel covers. It's got the cowling and some other parts for it. We got some starters here. Here's the gas tank for it. An old Futaba receiver. Pieces, parts, screws, propellers, stuff like that. It's a bit of a mess. Broken propeller pieces. A bunch of these, for the guys that have been flying nitro and stuff. Knows what these are. I got a lighter and stuff, just a bunch of random stuff. But for the actual airplane aspect, we got an E-flite C30 here. You guys have seen this on my shorts. The only really major problem with it right now is that this gear door has come off both of its mounting thing. And the problem with this is that this is a custom painted one. The bottom too, I think. And so I could get a new one and color match it and repaint it, but I don't know if I really want to do all that, but I kind of have to if I want to fly it anytime soon. Well, summer. But it's got air brake, full flying stabs. I have an upgraded, it's got an afterburner kit, upgraded motors and stuff like that, but currently it's got a 6-channel receiver in it. I am gonna take this one out. I've got somewhere in this box of a mess. Here we go. I've got a 8-channel receiver for it. So I plan to do full flaperons, tailerons, so I can add roll into there. Air brake, I'm gonna have gear. I might have gyro and stuff. So I needed an 8-channel receiver just for that. So I'm gonna put that one in there, and I may move that into maybe the decathlon or maybe into that one. I don't know yet. I just don't know. And then moving on, as you can see, we got Draco over here because the wings for it are over there. And we got a 3D scanner here for the printer so we can scan propellers, nose cones, stuff like that to get our own stuff. Draco is a really nice airplane. It's got, for a receiver, it's got a AR-637TA. I don't know what really the difference is, but that's what's got in it. This is a bind and fly. I also got this one from a swap meet, but I also got this plane flying in the shorts, my landing versus Dad's landing. Got really great quality air-filled tires, upgraded. So it's got a 7-foot wingspan. The only really problems with it is it's got dings and dents in the rudder. Nothing's really broke here. And then our tail wheel doesn't really like to steer that well. See, if I move the rudder, our tail wheel isn't really steering. So it does need some speed and stuff to actually get turning. But other than that, flies fine. And yeah. If we move over here to the counter next to the table, we've got the 3D printer here. We can, of course, print stuff. We printed a lot of, that's how I printed those airplanes that are over there. Got some small battery chargers. I got a whole bunch of more battery chargers, some of them in the house. Some extra batteries laying around, some small ones here. Another whole pack of batteries. Spectrum batteries, 6S batteries, stuff like that. Bunch of batteries, stuff like that. Extra transmitters, so this DXS, that transmitter that goes with that FMS Ranger up there. And then this one, which goes with that Spitfire, because it comes ready to fly, that's up there. And then we got our toolbox that has all of our parts in it. Extra propellers, timbers. This one was for a Timber X that I used to have. Well, we used to have. But I sold that one. Wasn't really a fan of it. We got some more extra batteries in here. Got a lemon receiver in there. Let's see, what else do we got? This is all of our glue and extra securing parts. And here we got electronics, battery connectors, servos. There's the main strut for that F-16 right there. Nose cones, stuff like that. Helicopter stuff. Then we got some electrical tape and whatever those are, and some Velcro. But yeah, I keep this and I can carry it around to wherever I go. What else do we got here? We got a fridge full of drinks and stuff. Some foam board. I tried making stuff. Oh yeah, we'll get to that stuff in a minute. We got some models up here. Got a 172. Got a Citation. Just some other cool stuff. It's been around in a family for a while. What kind of drinks do we got in here? Wow. And then in some drawers, extra stuff, batteries, Dremel gun, older chargers, meters, some markers, rubber bands so that I can replace some of the stuff, because that's hanging on a rubber band, and that's hanging on a rubber band. And then we got, don't know what that is. Over here, we got a magnetic tray. This is the original wheels that came with Draco. They are pretty big. I mean, compared to the F-16, they are pretty big wheels. Got some actual real airplane book stuff, life safety books, training manuals. A desk just full of paperwork, stuff like that. And then we got some old kids' toys down here. And then if we move up here, this was that foam board thing I was talking about. This is an ugly thing. This was my first, I remember, yeah, this was my first ever attempt at making something. I didn't really want it to fly. I just kind of wanted to see how hard it was. It's severely out of balance. The wings are actually pretty nice though. I thought I did good in the wings, except they're not level at all. It doesn't really fly. It's glued together with foam tack, so it just sits on top of the ceiling fan that I never use. This thing, it's a Stratus, I think it's called. Yeah, Firebird. It probably could still fly. We just don't know where any, because this came as a ready-to-fly kit, and you can't really bind it to anything else that I don't know of. And so we don't know what the transmitter is for that. This one's old. But if I can figure out how to bind it, or if anybody knows how to bind an older ready-to-fly model to like an NX-10, please let me know. I'd love to get this thing out and fly it. But for now, it just sits up top on the ceiling fan. Well, that's gonna fall. There we go. So that's everything on top of the ceiling fan. Got stuff on the table. Everywhere over here. Then the couch. I should probably get some more better organization skills. All this stuff up here, F-16. And yeah. And out of all the airplanes, if I had to pick one out of all of them that are in here, I'd either say that P-51, either say my Timber that's back here, the Draco, or I've got an E-Flight Cessna 150 in the house that I've been flying on and off with floats because I've been skiing on the snow. But you can tell I love my discontinued stuff. So yeah, that's the hangar tour of whatever today's date is. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you'd want to see a video on any particular plane, let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to make one. Again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you later.